We're about to go home after a day of working, and all of a sudden we could smell a lot of stink, and the engine light was on. And it turns out our drive belt is broken, so we have a truck taking us home. This stuff here. This is the farm I'm working on. Put it up on the truck here. Good. Kind of cool. Got the Japanese trucks lift up. American night. Our truck getting a ride. So today, I'm cutting all this grass, all these rice fields that we're doing. So here's the before. All this here, then this bank, and that bank, then the next bank, and then all down the side here. This whole area I'm cutting. So I got my little truck, weed whackers, plenty of gas, and let's get to work. So you can see I've been cutting, and what I do is actually I cut along the bottom first, the base here, as you can see here, the base first and the top. Over here you can see I've cut up on the top, and then I work back up and I cut the middle out. Now it's important when you're weed whacking to know what you're cutting. For example, these right here is actually a flower. So there's a whole big patch here, and I'm just going to cut around it and leave it in here and pull out these sticks and other things. But these will be really pretty here, and hopefully they'll spread. So you don't just indiscriminately cut everything. Know what you're cutting. It's so pretty out here. This is a little village up in the mountains near Katsuyama. A lot of these houses are empty, like that one right there. And ultimately they could be found-up houses or IKEA houses where people could come and get out from all their cell phones and stuff and enjoy nature. And there is the after look. And a few little gems I try to save here on the side here. Little purple flowers. Let me see these here. Really pretty. Really little pretty little violets. So I'm cutting around them, and hopefully they'll spread. Look, they spread all the way down here. So if we give them a little love, give them a little sun, you know, just a little hand weeding here. This guy we don't want. And we have some nice little ground cover. These are also pretty here. These have a pretty yellow flower. So I try not to cut them out. I try to save some of them too. So whenever I see them. And you can also see here what pigs have done. This is a boar really tore up this whole bank. Look at this here. They just dug all this soil out of this bank over here and over here and dug it down. And what they eat is actually kudzu. They dig down to the rhizos. That's one of the things they love to eat. I've figured out, because wherever there's kudzu growing, it's like a sweet potato to them. It's a wild potato, really starchy, lots of energy in the rhizome, and they can get a lot of nutrients, start storing up. So I got this part here to do, but it's lunchtime now, so now I ain't left. It took 3 hours to do all that. You know, quite a bit of work. But the other thing that I'm doing here, now hopefully they're not going to burn it, but the whole idea is I'm putting all this ground cover along the base. And nothing's going to grow in here, it's really thick. And the idea is, like any stones and stuff, I'll let roll down. onto here. So in a way, you could like be building up the level again, because stuff will be caught here, and you can get these big stones out of the temple. Throw them in here. All these stones can just be thrown now onto this bank here, and the idea is you'll just build up again. That's the idea, but I don't know if they'll go for it. More of these stones.